Welcome to the Push Limits Show. I'm Shania.
I'm Ivy.
And there's a cat right down here being super needy and cuddly and crazy. It's been a while since we have done any podcasting, but it's something that we both really want to get back into, and our intention is to not have a script or an outline, just to be a bit more authentic and organic and just talk and pet cats.
Yeah.
The show is actually about petting cats.
Yeah. Welcome to the cat petting show.
Yeah. But it's Sunday. It's almost 11 o'clock. And today we want to talk about just how we got Push Supplements going and really what the journey has been on for that. So if you're following along on the story, if you've been in the private Facebook group, seen my content on social media, if you're in our email list, you know the journey. We just want to share a bit more about it. This would also probably be interesting to anyone who is considering starting their own business, anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I'm really excited to, be true and authentic and share everything we're going through. We'll get to the point too, at least by the next episode, we should be ready to share numbers on like what it took to get started, and as time goes on, realistically what we're doing and what we're making here.
Yeah. So we launched our first product for Push Supplements on Tuesday, and I like to call it a baby pre-workout. It's just the easiest way to explain it. But really what this is good for is for anyone who's been having issues with pre-workout. It hurts their stomach, it gives you that stabby feeling. You're stuck in the bathroom instead of actually getting your lift in. This is great for you. And honestly, that's the one pain point that we have been focusing on. Mm-hmm. And it's just our marketing strategy for now is to focus on one problem that we're solving. But it's really great for a lot of things. The intention for this is that when you take it every day, it gives you an immediate energy boost, but taken over time, it's really good for your cognitive function because we use ingredients like lion's mane. Ashwagandha is really good for your mood, L-theanine, just some really good stuff in there that's actually good for your brain over time.
And because the caffeine is so low, and like the caffeine is just being pulled from the green tea extract, you can take it multiple times a day without hurting yourself or overdoing it on caffeine, which a lot of other products do.
Yeah, like back in the day when I was working out, my brother and I would go to the gym after high school, and I just remember it being in the wintertime and it'd be dark out. We would go to the gym at any time in Newton, taking our C4, and C4 back then is not what it is today. It was like known for being this jack you up, crazy, whatever. Maybe it's still known for that, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, it's called C4, which is like...
But I remember one time my cousin put 3 to 4 scoops of pre-workout into my drink, and I had no idea. I didn't notice until we got to the gym, and like I felt like I was on fire, and I thought I was gonna throw up and die, and I was being stabbed all over. And then he's like, "Yeah, put 3 to 4 scoops in there." And then I looked it up, and that could kill you. It could literally kill you. So I'll never forgive you for that.
Oh my God.
I'll never forgive you. But really, we want to talk about how we got started with Push Supplements. And, to us, it's more than just having a brand. We are giving back as well. We're donating to kids in foster care to this organization called Foster Love that we're really excited about. Just being able to give back right away from the start of the company. And, some of my motivation behind that is that, if you know me, you know that I have struggled with a drug addiction in the past. And I just saw a lot of situations where families had kids and, the kids weren't getting the attention they needed. Their parents were addicted. And, there needs to be resources for people who are addicted, but my motivation for Foster Love is to help give kids better resources and better options at a young age to prevent the addiction from ever happening.
Yeah, I love that. And like, as some people who are watching this might know, I was a kid in that situation, so I'm excited to be able to contribute to an organization that has helped kids like me who have been in situations like that before, and just being able to give these kids a better chance at life. Because the statistics are there, like, children who come from an addictive household and have gone through foster care, like, not many of them are super successful after they turn 18 and go out into the world on their own. So really excited to be able to help and pay groups like this back.
Yeah, that's one of the big things that Foster Love does, is helping the kids who are transitioning out of the system, because there's not a lot of support for kids there. And so I think that's really cool.
I love it.
Yeah. So when we wanted to start our own supplement brand, we knew that we had this issue. We were kind of debating whether are we going to find something that's viral and get behind it, or are we going to solve a problem that we have. And the big problem that we had and we were dealing with was just the shitty side effects, literally shitty side effects that you get from having a pre-workout, to where you're stuck in the bathroom, and all that fun stuff. I already said it, so I don't need to say it again. But we started researching just a ton of different products and trying a ton of different pre-workouts, and not a single one made me feel good the way I wanted to feel. Every single pre-workout we tried ended up giving me bad side effects, and our workouts were usually ruined. Like, you'd have to time it out right. You know, when am I gonna leave the house? But even in the car, we would have to figure out the right time to start drinking the pre-workout so we could get to the gym in time so you could run to the bathroom as soon as you get there.
I love it. That's the thrill, really.
But the TLDR is that for months we bought different kinds of pre-workouts. We were trying them out, studying the ingredients that they were using. And what I would do is, like, I would make a document on the computer and I would copy all of the ingredients, and then I would put it into ChatGPT, tell it what my symptoms were. Well, I'd let it analyze the ingredients first, and then it would give warnings. It's like, hey, like, stuff in this high dose could cause blah, 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 blah.
Great.
I'm like, huh, no wonder. Look, he's just laying his head on me.
So cute. Maybe you can zoom in on him in one of these frames, because his face is so cute right now.
He's so funny. And then ChatGPT, thank you for AI right now, even though you take a lot of water to work apparently, would just tell me exactly what was going on with these certain ingredients. And so when we started to formulate our own, we got on Amazon, found a bunch of different of the individual ingredients and started mixing it together to come up with our own concoction, which was really interesting at first. Remember the blueberry powder?
Oh yeah, delicious. Not delicious.
Do you want to add to that, like what we were doing?
How we took all of the separate ingredients and mixed them all up together and then consumed that. Yeah, it was not good. Like, no. Shania's sisters were over too, and I'm very grateful that they were there with us too to try it, because I feel like I can psych myself out and be like, oh yeah, this isn't that bad. Like, you know, because I think of all the good stuff that it's going to do and how we're basing a product off of these ingredients. And I'm like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, we kind of needed them to tell us, no, it tastes like shit. So
yeah, well, it was just, there were some ingredients in there, like with lion's mane is a mushroom and ashwagandha is a root, and having that in there, it just gave it tasted like dirt. Mm-hmm. Like, if you ever had that mushroom
water.
coffee, yeah, mud water. It tasted like mud water. It was pretty bad. Sorry,
Yeah.
mud water. I really like all the mushrooms you put in your stuff, but it tastes really bad.
Maybe add some raw honey powder in there.
Yeah, but that was what kind of turned it for us and started to improve just the taste, was raw honey powder. And what got me turned on to raw honey, we were taking it anyways. We were eating really paleo at the time. Mm-hmm. And honey is just something that we consume a lot, has a lot of antioxidants. It's a natural source for energy as well. But people
And
would
natural sweetener.
Natural sweetener. People would be pouring it on their hand and then putting salt on it and then eating that for pre-workout. And we were trying that too, and I didn't get a whole lot from it.
No, I feel like you would just need to keep taking it. Like, if you're gonna have an 1.5-hour session at the gym, like,
You need it again.
yeah, I would need it like 2 more times.
Like some smelling salts.
Yeah, but not. I've never smelled those, by the way.
Me either. Well, I think I did once. I think my cousin Dylan made me do it once.
Okay, what is up with Dylan? This episode is dedicated to Dylan. Just saying.
That's so funny. He probably won't even watch this.
No.
He's gonna be like, huh?
Someone at Dylan in the comments, please. Okay, anyway, before this thing shuts down on us again.
Yeah. We had to re-record this because the camera stopped us at like 30 some minutes, but we were blabbing anyway, so it's a good thing we started over, honestly.
Yeah.
So once we kind of decided about the ingredients that we wanted to use, we needed to find a manufacturer. We reached out to a couple before we found the one that we really liked, which is actually based here in Texas. And the cool thing about everything with our brand so far is everything is in Texas. So whenever Texas becomes its own state, like, we're good.
God. I don't even think we'll be living here, though.
I'm probably not.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and so once we got samples from the manufacturer, just hitting up a lot of our friends that train with us and do jiu-jitsu with us and getting their feedback on the flavoring, ended up landing on a lemonade flavor. And I went with the lemonade. One of the reasons we wanted that flavor is because it didn't have it wasn't artificial.
Right.
It was natural flavoring.
Yeah,
and it
'cause
was really important to me to not to have any artificial ingredients or flavors inside of Daily Energy.
Well, we got samples for lemonade, pomegranate, and peach. And I remember, honestly, like...
They were all so good.
They were so good. Like, peach tasted like a peach ring. Pomegranate didn't, like... I don't know, I have this weird thought about pomegranate in my head, and so I was like, okay, like, I always expect it to be, like, sour and kind of tart, but oh my god, it was so good.
Yeah.
One thing I also loved about what we did with the samples is we shared them with our friends from jiu-jitsu, but then we also shared them with our neighbors who are, you know, they're an older couple. We love them so much. And like just hearing their feedback on how the product has been helpful to them, like, you know, powering Kathleen through the day. Like, I just love that. And it just shows like it's not limited to high performance athletes. Like it's unlimited for anyone.
Yeah. So we decided on a flavor after all the feedback we were getting from people trying it out. And then we said, hey, let's put an order in for 1,000 units. We were trying to decide between 500 and 1,000. So on the business side of things, if you're looking to start something like this, your minimum order quantity is your MOQ. And so you basically get this menu. It's like, oh, if you order 500, it's this, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Obviously, the more that you order, the less it is. So we kind of landed in the middle and thought that we had the budget to go for 1,000.
Yeah.
And that's what we decided on.
I think that's a good call too. I think it's a good place to start because, like, I don't know, I would just be nervous. I feel like by the time we're down to 500 in inventory, then we're going to need to order again.
Well, it depends. You just never know. I mean, because another part of our strategy is that we are looking for affiliates, ambassadors, and creators that will, you know, market this for us. And if someone's video went viral and a bunch sold, you know, so that's kind of the game we're playing with. And the other game is just, you know, when to order more. So something else that's important about the manufacturer is that they respond quickly to you and that the lead time or how fast they can get the product to you is really important because you don't want to run out of product, especially if you're on Amazon because you have a honeymoon period for 90 days that they're pushing the product for you basically, where you just get more visibility than you would. And if you can't get traction on Amazon in 90 days, it's really hard to get traction. So we're not on Amazon right now until we start to get traction on other platforms like TikTok. So that's primarily where we are doing most of our selling is on TikTok.
Yeah. Let's hope Kevin O'Leary comes through and buys it so it doesn't shut down in a couple weeks.
Yeah, true.
Come on,
That's
Kev.
so funny. Yeah. So after we you know, put the order in, it was really all about just getting our messaging out there. And I really don't think I did a good job about that, honestly, until about 2 months before we launched. Because I had a different strategy in my head about just getting creators. But then, you know, then I started to realize that I really needed to build a brand story. You know, what's really important to us, what's our mission and our values, and just creating a story and talking to a specific audience. And the specific audience I'm talking to are people who are committed to personal development. So this isn't a quick fix. This isn't something that's just going to jack you up in a second. And what's important to me and what's important to Push Supplements is that we're talking to people who are committed to improving forever. And that's what Daily Energy is all about. So we're building the brand. So a lot of the things behind the scene is just figuring out how to make the content, talking about making podcasts like this, creating an audience, building our email list was really big and really important. We're almost to 100 right now. I think we're 199 on Facebook.
199 on Facebook.
Followers.
Nice.
Yeah. So one more person, go follow so I can make a post about it. Almost to 300 on TikTok. Over 200 on Instagram. And so we just have this mini audience that we've been building. And now the intention, since we're launched, is to, you know, we want to get to 10 sales a day and then 15, 20, 25, start getting up our reviews, you know, get to 100 reviews, and then we'll start having the conversation about what's the next product that we're going to launch and put out into the world.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
But I didn't even talk about developing the packaging. You know, that was in the middle of the process too. It's so funny. I put it in my email just how I had this idea about having a brain and a honeycomb and the mock-ups that I created and what it actually came out to. So if you're in the email list, you would see the journey there and just the things that I came up with and then what the actual folks that developed the product label came up with. It's pretty cool.
It's so nice to have creatives on your side to take your vision and actually make it look cool.
Yeah, but from the beginning, you know, we started this in February, March 2024, and we launched January 7th, 2025. I didn't think it was going to take that long. It took longer than what I thought.
Yeah, it was quite a process.
Yeah. But it's cool though, I have, the targets in place, and some of the big numbers that we're looking at is just total reviews, number of people in the email list, number of products sold per day, and then number of affiliates. And we have a few for each of those right now.
Yeah.
And so we have targets to hit by Q1. And it's just really cool to see that we're actually making progress and inching toward it. And that's why it's so important to have an objective for that, and then have different quarterly rocks that you can hit to get there. And just a side note, if anyone wants better planning like that, a great book that you can and should read is, which one is it? Traction?
Traction.
Yeah, Traction.
And What the Heck is EOS?
And What the Heck is EOS? It's the EOS system.
Let me see how much time we're at.
Yeah.
We're at 15:36, so we should probably wrap.
Yeah, no, we're good. Let's see, I'm wondering what part of the story that we were missing. I think the coolest thing about it is that there's been some really early fans that we've gotten.
Yeah.
There's been people that I didn't know prior to launching this business. They see that I'm doing push supplements, and I start to build relationships with them and people who are really excited about what we're doing. And I don't know, it almost gives me a feeling of, when people tell me that I'm a really great person and all that, I get this weird feeling of what? No, I'm not.
You're like, do you know me?
But that's how it feels sometimes. So it's what's it called, when you're
Imposter syndrome?
Yeah, I get imposter syndrome when it comes to it. Just, everything feels so crazy.
I know, that's so true.
Yeah. But the important thing to me too is that we're just making progress with it and with everything. And that's how I think that I can work so hard on the business all the time and never get tired of it, because I align with it so heavy. And I think that's super important. And if I were to tell anyone who is starting a business, I would say just to make sure you really align with it, and it's something that you could do every day and be in love with.
Yeah.
Because we have the experience with launching Fitstro in the past, and we were not in love with it. It felt like we were just forcing that to work, and then, which is fine for some people, they can do that, but not for me. I feel like I need to be emotionally tied to what I'm doing. It needs to align with my personal mission statement. I have a personal mission statement, which aligns with my W-2's mission statement, which aligns with my business's mission statement. If my personal mission statement doesn't align with other stuff, those are the things that I say no to.
What I love about this product is it's really something to be proud of. And I'm proud to use this, and I'm proud to sell this. I'm proud to ask other people to buy it, because I know it's a good product, and it'll actually take care of them and not hurt them. And I use it every day too, so it's I can definitely get behind that.
Yeah, that is really exciting. We made something that is really good, high quality. It's an amazing product. Now it's just how do we market this thing?
Right, and it looks so good.
How do we bring it to the world?
What?
Yeah.
This is a legitimate supplement. That's crazy.
It's a legitimate supplement. I hope so.
I hope so.
What are we doing for the rest of the day? We gotta go to the gym soon.
We gotta go to the gym.
Well, my alarm goes off. I have an alarm that goes off to tell us to go to the gym.
Yeah.
At 12:38 or something.
We've got the gym. We've got jujitsu. We're gonna go hang out with our neighbors. We're gonna run some financials. I'm gonna keep knitting my cardigan I'm working on.
Oh yeah, we need to look at our personal tracking. So I have tracked my habits for years on this app called Habit Tracker. And it's been really cool just to see my progress and getting better at a few things as the time's gone on. But now we have a Google form that we fill out every day, and we just track the things that we didn't set goals for 2025. We just decided what things we need to do every day to make progress and become the people that we want to be. And so those are the things that we do every day. And at the end of the day, we go and fill out this form. Then at the end of the week, which this will be our first week doing it, is seeing what we did all week and how to adjust moving forward. Same thing with the business numbers. And so we need to do that.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah. But yeah, tracking is really important. If anyone wanted to know more about that, or just kind of have an example of how we do it, just let me know and I can send you some stuff. But yeah, I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah, I think we covered a lot.
We did. Thank you guys so much. Like, share, comment.
Subscribe.
Buy some Daily Energy if you haven't.
Yeah.
I really need to get feedback from as many people as possible. So if there are any changes we want to make to it before I order the next 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, we can make it better than before. So that's how I'm asking you guys for help. All right.
That was good.
Thank you.
Why did we both do that?
We did?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, my foot's asleep.